Hey YouTube, it's Widgie here, bringing you another game of Gwent, the Witcher card game, and it's another rank progression video. So in this video, you're going to see games ranking from rank 23 up to rank 20. So there's quite a few games here, and I have been progressing pretty quickly through the ranks. So all I can say is from advice for new players is simply stick with one faction or maybe two factions. Try and sort of nail down a deck that you enjoy playing and just keep playing it and just try and get better and better at it. And then when you're more confident, I suggest you move on or try something different. That's all I can sort of suggest. But anyway, without further ado, let's roll that intro, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Right guys, so unfortunately there was a bit of an issue when I was streaming. I realised I was streaming for a good couple of hours and actually had my microphone muted. It was only that a follower actually came on the stream and just let me know that it was muted, and so unfortunately the last sort of 10 minutes are actually live audio. And yeah, so the rest of it's just muted really, so there's only the game sounds. So what I'm going to try and do is try and commentate this for you. It's a very sort of quick fire, quick rapid games. I've done the transition so it sort of chops the game up a bit so it doesn't make it too slow paced. So you can see there's a lot going here in round one. So I'm playing my Skellige Patricidal sort of Fury or Bloodthirst Fury deck. You can check that out on my YouTube channel as well. We're playing against Nilfgaard here, so you can see a very sort of quick round one there that I decided to just pass because I didn't want to use the cards. I want to wait till actually round 3 most likely to use those. So there we go. So this is kind of interesting. The opponent plays Swears here, but it's kind of interesting because of the fact that he's only going to be seizing that unit there. I don't know how that was. That was an amazing play, to be honest. I probably would have used him for something better than that, but very interesting. Anyway, I'm just going to put the good old boat down, and he has like the whip guy there that whenever you put someone down as disloyal, no, spying, sorry, it triggers it. And he removed my greatsword there, which is a shame. And then he locked my dude. I can't remember the names of his cards. I still can't remember them. Sigvald, that's it. He locked Sigvald. And I put down Doner Kebab. That's what I call him. Doner Kebab there. So we didn't commit too much in that round there. So that was 12-5 to us. So it's 1-1 now. Bringing it on to the last round. So I popped down my big old greatsword. And I'm hoping that he doesn't have anything to remove it. This is kind of interesting card. The Imperial Golem here. Luckily, he picks a relatively high card at 4. So it was a 7-point card. I used Freya's Blessing and thought, you know what, I'm going to go full ham on this. Let's stick double greatswords down. And then we'll see what happens. And I decide, you know what, I don't want any of them to be removed. So may as well use my leader ability and boost one up. And you can see there that it did actually get removed, unfortunately. So I lost my greatsword. Can't remember what 2 actually now I think about it. Anyway, I put my the guy that locks there, the classic card that you have when you start off as a beginner.
Makes no difference to me.
I think that was Seri actually that you put down there, but they didn't do too much damage. They only did 2 damage. Yeah, Seri, there you go. So I decided to only use 2 charges rather than the 3 with that card there. Deal 2 damage, and I think he's going to remove my other greatsword. So I lost both greatswords, but I've still got the Wild Boar of the Sea and Skull, I think his name is. Yeah, Skull. So I tend to play him at the end of every round because there's a chance that he could get removed if people can, you know, damage him to 5 health. So I sort of tell him that you're going down here. I was quite confident, and he actually forfeits. So yeah, I think he maybe had an inkling of what's coming, but you can see I won 41-18, and yeah, that was kind of mad. So on to the next one. So this is me streaming. Unfortunately, I'm muted. I don't even know it. What an idiot. So you can just sort of gauge from my expression how the rounds are going. So I put Geralt down. You know what? I'm going to get rid of Igern, so I did it. And this is a little bit later on into round 1. Playing similar cards like the lava and stuff. I've gone for my Thrive build. Once again, the Thrive build is in my... check it out on my YouTube channel if you want to have a look at that sort of deck. I have adjusted it slightly since, but it'll give you a good idea. So he's using Frost here, using the Wild Hunt cards, which is in the new Master Mirror expansion. So he's using that. And you can see that good consume there. Look at that. The Harpy Egg classic combo there that consumes. And then I got Thrive off of all of my Thrive units as well, which is kind of good. Annoyingly, he puts down this Wild Hunt card that's actually a really, really good card. It's 7 for 4 and it's got Veil as well, which is kind of nuts. So he had some fresh new cards there from the DLC that I wasn't really expecting. I do this little trick with the Griffin. I think it's quite good for like the first turn potentially, but I decided to go against it this turn. I just stick down the guy there, and he immediately passes on to the final round. So here we go, final round. I put down my lava as you should do pretty much every time, and I think it's this time I decide to use the Griffin to eat the lava potentially. I like it. It's a nice little play. It's a nice little play, I think. I'm sort of sat back in my chair there thinking, what could he possibly do? And then he pulls out the Haunts. I really, really want this scenario card. You can see my face here is like, oh, great. He's got the Haunts scenario, which is sort of a Death Wish scenario, basically. So it's kind of mad what he's got here. And that's another Wild Hunt card as well. It's quite a good card. It keeps boosting until you use the order. And he's got a Bargeist at the back as well, that he's got a charge on that to consume a unit. I put my Oswald down as a final Igern here, and I'm like, that's all I can do. 35. I know that it's over. He's got 2 cards left, so. However, I do get a little bit motivated because he puts down the Wild Hunt Bruiser, but it doesn't really do anything. So then I think, oh, maybe I've won. And then I think, oh, have I won? That's quite a small card. I'm thinking, hang on a minute. And then he just consumes, and look at that. Oh, 29 to 28. So, unfortunately, a very, very close defeat there. But to be fair, you know, if I was a little bit lucky with the cards, probably would have had that one in the bag. And you can see that I'm ranked 21 there still.
Ha! Nothing like a dwarf to get you out of a tight spot.
So we are against the scoia'tael here. And this is jumped ahead near the end of round 1. So nothing really out of the ordinary what's been put down here. My lava, my harpy has gone down, so I had the eggs, I think. I think this deck is, yeah, this deck's still the Thrive deck. Yeah, I thought it was my consume deck, but it's not. So I put the big old beast down. I kind of don't like to use the beast in round 1. I kind of want to leave him to round 3, but I was sort of forced. My hand was forced, and annoyingly he passes, which is kind of annoying because it doesn't really get me much value. So I think I should pass. If I pass, oh no, I was looking at this, I was thinking if I pass, no, because you've got the Wild Hunt as well. There you go, yeah. See, I don't even know what I'm doing. So lucky, that was really good actually. I don't think the opponent was expecting that. So he was expecting me to use another card, so he had card advantage, but that wasn't the case. So we're still on even cards in round 2, so I'm a little bit confident here, and I sort of I think I overstretch. Yeah, you can see I'm overstretching a lot on round 2. Puts the Barnabas Beckoner down that boosts an Elven unit. So I've still got my Lacerate, but I said to myself, look, you know what? I've got 2 removal cards. So Lacerate's not going to do much damage here, so I'm going to leave it for round 3. I had a feeling that I might be able to take him, that I could take him. But the Lacerate, if I put it on the back row, it's only going to do 3 damage. And then the Thunder's going to do 5. So I'm only going to have 8 damage. But I am ahead, so he would have to get 31 to beat me. So let's see if he gets 31. Because I don't think he is. This is what frustrates me, I think, because I could have won it on round 2. So I'm having a little think. I don't know, I'm trying to lip read what I'm saying. Yeah, let's see, I would have won it. See, look, I'm very confused. I'm very confused because I could have won that. It's kind of frustrating. On to the final round. So I pick up the bronze ghoul there. He puts down his rowdy dwarves, which has really annoyed me because I actually mulliganed the Lacerate, which would have done a lot of damage there. So I am kind of annoyed at that I got rid of the card. But nonetheless, I put a Drowner down, gets rid of one of the dwarves. I've got a feeling that he's going to be playing lots of dwarves because he uses leader ability and he replays that card again. And then it says boost an ally unit by 2 if it's dwarf, give it 1. I've got a feeling that he's got a big dwarf card coming up. There's nothing much I can do. I am significantly ahead in cards though, so I am still quite confident. So we're at 14 to 9 and he puts the Weeping Willow down, and I think, okay, I think I've pretty much got this. Because I was hoping for a big sort of dwarven card from him, but it didn't happen. So I was just sort of adding it up in my head, and I'm pretty confident that I've got this. So get rid of the Willow. See you later. The other dwarf bleeds out and dies. Chuck my ghoul in. Eat the Griffin. That's why Griffin's also quite good. You get that extra point. And look, we're already ahead. And look at that, 33 to 14. Boom. Nice. And that gets the mosaic for rank 20, I believe. Is that the rank 20 mosaic? I think it is. Yeah, because I'm 21 now. Yeah, there you go. So that's the end of 21, rank 21.
Speak up. I can
And
barely hear
this round here is when I start to get my audio
gap
back.
shows to let him go 2 cards down below.
So good
4
luck, everyone.
cards. It's hard. Take it. Well, I don't know why he used that other card. He just made himself even lower now. Yeah. Let me hide, because I've got 2 Freya's Blessings, which is actually quite good. Because I can get some of my cards back that I want. So I think I'm probably going to keep those. Yeah, because I could get back my Yeah, this could work quite well. Show cards again. Let's have a look. Maybe get rid of this guy. Potentially. Kind of want to leave him for the end round. But he's barely got any cards, so he's got 5 cards. We'll just leave that, I think, for now. We should have this round in. And I don't want to use him, obviously. So I kind of want to make sure that I can hopefully draw the Wild Boar. So. Creating player Bronze Wild Hunt card. Start the round 1 in hand.
Behold our new home.
Well, that's pretty good for me because there's no enemy. So what I'm going to do is put the... I don't want to use my leader ability here, so I want to try and commit without using it. So I'm just going to play the... play the Armor Tracker. That's fine. Ooh, achievement unlocked. Master Tactician. Nice. So, Vengeful Swan, how's your day been, sir? Unfortunately, this is going to be my last game because I've got some food on the way. So, I've been streamed just for about an hour, but I hopefully will be on just later on this evening. So, maybe in a few hours' time, I might be on. Okay, so that's Frost, which actually I don't mind because it says... I think that should be alright, right? That should be fine to put down the... All good. Game's been good to me today. I had a decent all-round day, and I'll be sure to check in. Cool.
Accept our sacrifice!
So, yeah. I mean, it is going to damage me by 2, but I don't know. I'm just going to leave it there. And what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to get my... I'm going to use Freya's Blessing. Okay. That's quite good, actually, for him to do that. I can't really do much with it. What I could do, actually, is put the Drum and Berserker at the front.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Maybe I should... Should I get the Great Sword? Or just get the Draka? I'm just going to get the Draka, you know. I don't think it's necessary. Maybe that was a mistake, but... I don't know. I don't think there's any necessary for me to get the Great Sword down, to be honest. I think I've got enough points here. Yes, he's got 6 points there, but I haven't used my leader ability, so...
We've caught another task.
Okay. So that's fine.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Okay. I think I'm absolutely fine here, to be honest. So, why is he playing Ethereal now? What? I mean, I'm not too sure how Ethereal works, but that was kind of weird. Why I did that. Anyway, let's have a little think about this. Unfortunately, the Iron Crate Longship's going to be pointless. So let's get down this guy. And we shall do that. And then we shall end. And what we should do next is we don't need to actually do any more. We shall deploy.
Hey, me!
And then nice. And then we've done that round, right? I pass. 2 cards up still. Nice. And some good cards. Well, the ship's all right. I want the boar. Come on, give me it. Give me the boar. Give me the boar. No. 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 The great sword's good though. Sorry? Yeah, okay, one sec. Oh no, I've got to go. It's got to be quick. No, I need the boar. Didn't get the boar. Let's just play. It's only got 3 cards. My favourite faction is probably Monster at the moment. The type of deck for Monster is probably like a Thrive deck at the moment. I do want to get into trying the Vampires out, but I don't have... What was I saying? Yeah, I don't have the all the cards
I
yet.
see only darkness in your future. Only darkness.
Okay, let's just do this.
Lopped off 3 heads with 1 blow.
Here we go. Hopefully I've won this. I need to get going. I've recently finished investing in NR and SK, so I'm thinking Monsters next for Syndicate out anyhow. Yeah, I've been getting some Syndicate kegs on the side as well. So that's annoying, but it's fine. Yeah, we've won this. We've won this, mate. Right, I'm going to have to head off, Vengeful Swan. Hopefully I'll see you later on this evening. Take care, mate.